Hey, what's up, you guys? Malcolm X02X here, coming to you with a deck profile. This week's deck profile, deck is going to be frogs. Um, my own personal name for the deck is called Froglands. So, yeah, onto the deck list. First card, 3 Dupe Frogs. Basically a Sangan of the deck. Has 2,000 defense, and as long as it's on the field, his name is treated as Death Frog. And also, your opponent can't select another monster as an attack target as long as he's face up on the field. So yeah, it's a good first turn card. So yeah. Next you have 3 flip-flop frogs. If you keep these guys alive, normally I keep them alive with Dupe Frog, and then flip-flop frog, summon him, set him, well, activate his effect, set him, then flip him back up next turn, and you just keep doing that, and it annoys the hell out of your opponent because you can send as many monsters on the side of the field back to the hand as much frog monsters as you have on your side of the field. So flip-flop frog and Dupe Frog gives you 2 cards to send back. So yeah. Um, Next you have 2 Junk Synchrons. Basically, this card is like good when you want to get a big beast stick out on the field, because everything in your deck is basically 2-star lower, so it's very easy to bring out Junk Warrior. So yeah. Next you have 2 Swap Frogs. Um, I really don't like this card that much, but he's in here just because he's an extra frog. Also, you can special summon him, and when he's summoned, you can ditch 1 card to the grave, or 1 frog type monster to the grave. So yeah. Um, Next, you have 3 Submarine Frogs. These are basically your borers of the deck. They're your piercers, and when you have Wetlands on the field, it's a 2400 beast stick with piercing effect. Well, yeah, piercing effect. So yeah. Next, you have 3 Substitoads. This is a good first turn card. You summon it, tribute it, and you can just bring. Well, normally I bring out a Dupe Frog for that defense. Yeah. So next you have 3 Unifrogs. When another frog type monster is on the field, and you can attack directly with this card, and you can it becomes your MST of the deck because it can destroy a back row when it attacks directly while another frog type monster is on the field. So yeah. Next you have 1 Treeborn. Basically just for that extra special summoning and that extra ditch, I guess, for Swap Frog. Next, you have for traps. You have 3 Aegis of the Ocean Dragon Lord. This card is really broken because level 3 lower or level 3 or lower face up water type monsters. They can't be destroyed by battle or card effects for 1 turn. Well, for the turn that is activated. So yeah, that becomes like really good for you, I guess. So yeah. Um, Next, you have 2 Bottomless standard, and it makes the frog more competitive with Aegis, I guess. Next, you have 2 Froggy Forcefield and 1 Mirror Force. These are basically your Mirror Forces for the deck, Froggy Forcefield. But sometimes these can be kind of inconsistent and slow. So you tend to run Mirror Force you run Mirror Force because it speeds it up. Next, you have 1 Gravity Bond just for stall, and 1 Torrential Tribute just for field explosion, I guess. Next, you have 1 Heavy and 1 True Nade spell and trap removal. This might be coming out for a second Solidarity. Sorry about that. Because I don't like the idea of you destroying your field spells and sets and all that stuff. It's good for a first turn card, or your opponent goes first, then you go heavy, as always. So yeah, but yeah. Next, level limit area B. Your cards get basically your whole deck gets under this card, so it's really good. Then on top of that, like I said, you have your Submarine Frogs. They can pierce your opponent's defense type defense position monsters. So yeah, this is really good. Next you have 2 Moray Of Greed, basically the draw engine of the deck. Say you stack 2 Unifrogs, or you draw 2 Unifrogs or whatever, then you get clogged. You just go Moray Of Greed, show them to your opponent, send them back to your deck, then draw 3 for some more options or whatever. Next you have MST, standard spell and trap removal. 1 Salvage, just to bring back 2 of your water monsters back to your hand. 1 Solidarity, this turns your monsters into beat sticks, which is really good because you run like straight aqua in this deck, and 2 warriors, that's Junk Synchron, but you can get around that. Yeah, I might be putting a second in if I take out heavy. So yeah. 1 Terraforming, if you already have a Wetlands in your hand, I normally just use Terraforming for basically a gadget effect just to slim the deck down. And finally, 3 Wetlands. Basically just powers up your frogs, makes some beat sticks, and you know, like I said, it forces your opponent to go through all their resources early. And since you run like 3 of almost every frog in your deck, it never fails. Trust me, they just beat the hell out of your opponent. So yeah, that's basically the deck profile for this week. Comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I need to add, take out, you know, change around, whatever. Yeah, so be on the lookout for my next deck profile. It will be reptiles, reptilian, whatever. Yeah, I like those cards. I've been playtesting them quite a bit lately. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and Malcolm X02X out. Watch my binder vids if you haven't. Yeah, that's it. Peace. Later.